Hi, and welcome to the supplemental section for bar chords and how to make bar chords. So before we get started, I just want to go give you an overview so this doesn't look overwhelming. Up here we got the key of C, or the C scale. In other words, just to explain that music follows in an alphabetical order, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Basically, that's a review, so you should already know that. These are your chords we're going to talk about today: C, D, E, and F. Here's your C chord. You all recognize that. Just to explain a couple things over here. These tell you where this chord is located on the fretboard. Okay, so as you can see, it's moving up. All it is the fretboard, or the location of the frets, are moving up. So this is now on the 4th fret, and this is on the 5th fret, etc. This X just says that it's part of the bar that you're using. Use your fingers, the bar, and number 4, right there, 4 right there, means you're using your baby finger to press down the note. Okay, so I'll just give a little review, and then I will get into showing you how to make the chords. So this is in theory, this is the key of C, or a C scale, and basically what I'm trying to remind you of, or bring back to your memory, is that music kind of follows sort of alphabetical system, and we covered that already. So since we're doing the C chord, I just decided to pick the key of C. So if we do this together, kind of say it to yourself as we do it. Here we go: C, D, E, F, G, and naturally after G we have to repeat the A. Okay, so that's why the A is there. Then it continues in the alphabetical system. What comes after A in the alphabet? Yes, it's a B, then a C, and continuing on. So this pattern for this exercise, or in the key of C, just keeps on repeating. So you go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then repeat that pattern, and then repeat that pattern, and then repeat that pattern. So it just keeps repeating that pattern over and over again. But we will just take one small section. So now, if you'll notice, the first chord we're going to play is a C. Then we're going to play a D. Well, I'll get into these chords in just a sec. A D. You see that D coming after C? D. D coming after C. Next chord is what? An E. E. E comes after D. Okay? See how it follows like an alphabetical system? And what's next? F. F down here. Okay. We're going to stop there for your chords for now. Just enough space on the board to show you everything. But if you just keep following the system, you basically find the other chords. Now, the X means that all it is part of the bar that we're making, and the reason why it's X is because this 4th finger, your baby finger, okay, your 4th finger is pressing down that note. So technically you don't need that there, but we just put it next to let you know, okay, well, you're going to make a bar, you're pressing down that string anyway. Okay, and keep in mind that these arrows signify what fret you're on. 2nd fret there, 5th fret, and as you move up, the frets change. Okay, now as you can see, it moves up the fret, so it looks a little overwhelming. You have 2 choices to make this easier. Choice number 1, I talked about this in class already. Some of you may remember, but what I did on my fretboard for the ukulele, this is the fretboard, okay? On the top of my fretboard, I made some markings here. So as you can see, these markings, what I did was I marked the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, etc. Okay, but what I did, and if you choose to do this, you can follow the same idea or create your own style. But what I did was I used first day, or I used a whiteout. Waited several hours. I waited a day. The whiteout dried. Then I went and got clear coat nail polish. I think that's the best, or whatever color you want to use. And then put it over that. So basically it's a dot, you know, a dot of kind of like white out, let it dry, then a dot of clear nail polish to just cover that white out to seal it in. And that just helped me locate my frets a whole lot quicker when I'm doing bar chords, okay? So that's what you can do. If not, if you don't want to do that to your ukulele, then I suggest you really memorize where all your frets are. Okay, so moving on. Now, the whole idea behind making a bar chord is that when you make a chord, you can make a bar chord out of any chord from the first basic position. This is the C in the first basic position. And what you want to do is you want to imaginarily move the bridge, and that's up here. See this right there? That's called the bridge, and move it up the fretboard. And naturally, we can't move this bridge, so we have to make an imaginary bridge, and that imaginary bridge is our finger. So as we move up, this finger is our new bridge, and that's where the name or the concept of bar chords came from. Okay, so we're moving up this bridge, but we'll call it our finger now, up the fretboard, and we start forming new chords. See our finger moving up? If we move it back down, it eventually would become the actual bridge of the ukulele. Move it up, the finger, and you're just taking the same basic chord formation, moving it up and forming different chords. So once again, don't let all those writing overwhelm you. So let me show it to you so you can see it. Okay, here we go. You can see the C chord. This is how you make a C chord. Finger, C chord. Now we want to make a D chord. Okay, D chord. So first of all, we're going to have to take this bridge, move it up 2 frets. So by doing that, I'm going to need to use my finger. Then with the baby finger right there, number 4 baby finger, press it down on the 1st fret, on the 1st string, right there. Okay, so I'll move these other 2 fingers out of the way so you can see. Here's my bar. Here's that baby finger. And basically, you're going to use this formation all the way through. You probably won't want to make your fingers like this. You want to just have it relaxed so it's like this. Okay, but I'll move that away so you can see. So here's your D chord. Okay. Next, E chord. You're moving that bar to the 4th fret, baby finger to the 7th fret. Bar to the 4th fret, baby finger on the 7th fret. There we go. Bar to the 4th fret. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar, baby finger on the 7th fret. And that is your E chord. Okay. Next, we're going to make an F chord. F chord. Move that bar up to the 5th fret. Baby finger on the 8th fret. This is the F chord. Bar on the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Baby finger on the 8th fret. Right there. Okay? F chord. So that's the F chord. And that F chord that I'm playing, this F bar chord, is the same thing as your regular position F chord over here. As you can see, it sounds the same. Okay. So you just learned the C chord, the D chord, the E chord, and the F chord. Okay, so keep the idea and the concept we talked about in the theory part of the key of C, or how they follow the alphabet system, so you can figure out how your keys follow this system. Okay, and once again, any chord that you can make in a basic position, you can make using a bar chord. Go ahead and back up this tutorial and listen to it again. I think the main thing from this is that you get the idea on how the chords were constructed and the concept behind it and why they were made that way because of the system. Okay. Keep in mind that I'm skipping some chords that go in between here, and those are your sharps and flats. But not to confuse you, I left them out. You can learn that at a later time in your exploration and journey of learning more chords. But for now, I think it's more important that you learn your basic chords in the bar chord fashion. So, try to get this comfortable. Repeat this tutorial as much as you need to, and keep in mind that the tutorials coming up in this section, I don't explain as much about the theory as I do is basically just show you the chord, show you where to make it, how to make it. So the concepts of understanding the structure behind the chord are in the first tutorial and this tutorial. There are all the tutorials coming up, and after this for bar chords will not have as much theory explanation about how they are represented, etc. like that. Okay, so go ahead and get comfortable, and once you got a fairly good understanding, or if you're ready to move on to the next bar chords, we'll see you for the next section.